matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. This time they'll go to the running game. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. And the ball comes to rest right there. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the...
He unleashes a long one. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. And throws off the RPO. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. And the Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. On the move. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Brings up fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. This is a designed run. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
The Ducks are threatening on first and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. The Ducks will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
This is a money play on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. He just terrorized. Quarterback's his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. He's going to take off. Finding an escape route. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback's showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here.
Breaks into the open. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches.
The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Blair. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw it. Working that left side now. And he's dragged down. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? Do you want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Blair. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough. They'll give them a 1st and goal.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short. Now set up in a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! They grab the early lead. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. A really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And here's the return. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're trying to put anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Woodyard. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. They've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the single back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. Lets it fly. A strike downfield.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a hit. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Oh, he wants it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. And now on second down for this offense. He might want another play. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Moving away from pressure. Uncorks one to the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
On the screen. Steps out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Brings up second down.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up there. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the lone running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Brings up second down.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, going to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And the Ducks will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And back to the air on second down. This time it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
It'll be a run on third and short. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Number 3.
The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the catch. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Blair.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. He runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Brings up second down.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. With the catch, it's Woodyard. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab at the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the heat. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll pull it down, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Moore will throw. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
The give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Second down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The inside handoff. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Moore to the air. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. Pass to the end zone. Touchdown in the final seconds, and they're just a point away from tying it up.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
He will be stopped short of the goal line. The big gamble to take the lead with the 2-point conversion attempt does not pay off. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Moore will throw. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete.